Happy Wednesday. These are your local first headlines from York County's news desk. An Audi in Kennebunkport isn't exactly newsworthy. You'll see a ton of those. But one crashing into a storefront will certainly get it on local first headlines. And that was the case yesterday. Kennebunkport Police Department is investigating a car crash that damaged the storefront of a pet supply store in Dock Square. It happened at Scalawag's Pet Boutique shortly before 7:30 yesterday morning. According to police, the car was traveling through Dock Square when it hopped a curb and wound up on the sidewalk. The car then took out a hand railing before crashing into the pet supply store. The driver was a 21-year-old who said he had fallen asleep behind the wheel after working all night. Fortunately, he was uninjured. Scalawags was closed for the day, but later said, "Pause crossed. We'll reopen once we're boarded up, cleaned up, and cleared for safety." It's been cold. You know this. Below zero yesterday morning and fresh snow this morning. By the way, winter isn't scheduled to begin for a few weeks. That said, this is not the time of year you want to hear that your heating supply company went out of business. And no, this is not a commercial for the sponsor of the program. I'm just saying that the company that bought out Down East Energy has closed offices in Scarborough and Brunswick. Deliveries are still being made, but right now customers say they can't get a hold of anyone from the company to order fuel. They say calls to Superior Plus Propane go straight to recording. CBS 13 sent an email to its corporate communications about customers in Maine not being able to reach them. They did learn the company has closed all local offices in Maine and New Hampshire. And what's your reaction when I say, let's purge all social media? What if it went away? Well, in one country, that's happening if you're under the age of 15. And no, it's not the United States, but can you imagine the U.S. government saying, if you're under 15, no TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, X, Instagram, and God knows what else is out there now. No more. None of that for you. Well, a new law went into effect in Australia that bans all social media for kids 15 and under. The first country in the world to do it. Proponents think that it will get kids off their phones and encourage them to hang out in person again. Other people think it will backfire and just leave them less informed and less connected. No, their words, not mine. Because think about it for a second. We're in the information age. And even if you love the internet, can you say that we as a society are much smarter, more informed, more well-connected, and just better people than before social media? Yeah, I'm waiting for the answer to be yes. Still waiting. Maybe less informed and less connected is the way to go. In fact, why ban it for kids under 15? I know plenty of people over the age of, say, 35, 45, that could really use a social media detox. Anyway, Australia's Prime Minister supports the law. After all, he's kind of in charge, and called it one of the biggest social and cultural changes they've ever faced. And that is what's trending.
York County's morning show.